Here's what to find inside of your 1997 4x4 part-time Ford Explorer transfer case. So we dropped the transfer case. This is typically what you may find on the interior. You have your drive chain, pulley, all of that is okay. You see a whole bunch of debris down in there. And here's what we found with this particular one. Now, this is non-drivable because of the condition of this. So first off, right off the bat, you see the clutch fork. Okay, and that clutch fork, we're missing the nylon guides that keep that taunt and that selector in line. That's the first issue. They were ground up in the bottom. You can see the chips down in there. Okay, second issue, which is the biggest of all issue is the clutch disc. You can see this one has actually cracked and has actually split right down the seam. So what happens there is you're getting grinding by a misconnection. When you see this tooth here with a new cut on top of it, what that's doing is telling you that gear is bad. Its mate, which is over here, and if you look deeply inside there, you'll see that this particular gear right here, which is all replaceable, okay, is damaged and has actually started to recut a new groove. That's a skip groove. So what happens is that needs to be replaced, obviously. So what happens is that cracked clutch disc is only pushing and engaging so far onto this gear here, and what's being prevented here is a solid connection. So you're getting the skip, and that's the clicking winding sound that you hear going brrrr. So if you have that, just as a quick tidbit tip, you can get rebuild kits. They range anywhere from $60 depending on the parts all the way up to $400 and $500 plus more. So what I like to do is instead try to get something at a junkyard that's got a warranty, and you can probably obtain that. I've priced them out anywhere from $300 to $400 at a salvage yard. They'll give you a 30-day reference on it, or I'm sorry, a 30-day warranty on it. And what I like to do is, instead of just taking a risk and trying theirs out, is pop the cover. Pop that on the new one. Find out if the parts inside of that are damaged, or if I'm going to be wasting my time installing that transfer case. If those parts are good, then I can decide to either install that as one whole unit right from the salvage yard, or maybe I can rob the parts that I need from that unit and put it back on this unit, as long as all the other parts are fine, so such as the selector rod and everything else. So I hope this helped you just determine a little bit about what might be going on with your 4x4 transfer case. It is an easy repair. The bitch about it is reinstalling it, as we all know, and kind of go from there. I hope this helps you. Thanks. If you'd like to subscribe, we got a lot of different tips, mainly home remodeling and home improvement, but the whole site is basically dedicated to DIY type stuff. So I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of this. Thanks.